Hi, and welcome to Soul Food Journey. I'm Lisa Vidrick, holistic health and wellness coach, chef, author, and mother. My mission, whilst I'm here on this beautiful planet of ours, is to support as many people as possible to realise greater health, happiness, and vitality. I mean, are you struggling with the juggle of life, feeling exhausted, and pretty much drained from it? How many people are walking around like this? And I know I did for a really long time. I had a successful business career. I was studying part-time quite often, mostly, always studying on the side. Had two beautiful children, and I'm glad to say I still do have two beautiful children. I actually don't know how I did it all. And I'd crash regularly. I'd have flus. Oh, at one point I had chronic fatigue as well. Flus, bronchitis, all sorts of lurgies over a fairly long period of time. But um, it was constant, and it was my body's way of saying, slow down. Um, Look at what you're doing in your life. You need to reassess this. And it took me a long time to actually listen to that. But when I did, my world changed. I live a very different life now to what I did back then, thankfully. Thankfully, I listened. Um, so I'm thinking you've probably experienced something similar, and you understand what it's like to feel absolutely exhausted all the time. And yet it's shit. I mean, let's just face it. Let's be blunt here. It's pretty shit. Adrenal fatigue's on the rise in men and women around the world. And we're unable to fulfill our true potential, what we were actually put here on the earth to do. I'm sure you actually know some things that you could implement right now to change, to make yourself feel better. Things that you know that you need to do. You need to exercise more, you need to change diet, blah, 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 right? You've all heard it. Um, the problem is that it's really, really difficult to make those changes when you're in the thick of it, when you're feeling tired, when you're feeling exhausted, when you're feeling stressed, because you're right in it. It's really hard to even comprehend that you can make those changes because you're just exhausted from dealing with the normal day to day, let alone trying to step outside and think a little bit differently of how you can make yourself feel better. And this is where working with me can change that, can change your life because you need that support. Um, can you believe the current cancer rates in the world, or in the Western world currently? I'm not sure if you're aware, but it is 1 in 2 to 3, depending on where you're based. Now, I'm sorry, but that is freaking outrageous. I understand that there are many contributing factors to this, environmental being one, whole food chain management, which is completely out of whack, but I strongly believe that the stresses that we place on ourselves and put ourselves under are a huge contributing factor to the cancer rates in the world. Is that really how you want to live your life? Is that how you want to remember your life? It's so bloody short. It's a really short life. And to live it fully, to enjoy it, to embrace it, and to walk in our truest self, that requires you to feel good about yourself, to not feel exhausted, and to not feel stressed. Think about that. How can you walk in your truest potential, your truest self, if you're feeling tired and stressed all the time? You can't. It's maybe you can, but it's extremely difficult, and you're probably just going to add more pressure onto yourself. And I also strongly believe that when we make better choices for ourselves, healthier choices, we're also making healthier choices for the planet. And it's a really simple way of looking at it. An example is to think of an afternoon snack, right? I'm going to give you a really simple example. You grab an organic apple from a farmer's market, or you grab a pack of chips, right? So think about the packet of chips. It has packaging, so it needs resources to make that packaging, resources to dispose of the packaging. Okay, so now we've just tapped on the packaging. Then you've got the ingredients inside that. What's in it? How's it been manufactured? How have the ingredients been grown? Is it from a GMO crop? Has it been sprayed with pesticides that leach into the soil? And that is just one simple example of an apple, organic, versus a packet of chips. And you can see the actual impact it has on the planet. So by you making a better choice, you're feeling better, and the planet's feeling better. And gosh, we need to look after her right now. I'm doing a terrible job of it, so we need to make some changes. And I know we often feel powerless, that we can't do anything. We can. Just by making those simple choices, we can actually help. So anyway, that's my little rant. It's something I'm very passionate about. Um, so look, and also I also want to say, don't get me wrong, I am not an extremist. I'm not anti having indulgences and keeping things real, and I'm not a magic pill kind of girl either. I'm not going to tell you to go sugar free, paleo, raw vegan, if that's not what's needed for you. But I will work with you to make better choices for your health and happiness. So the question's over to you now. Are you ready to feel awesome again? Because you can. Are you ready to create a life of greater balance and vitality? Vitality to do the things and explore the things that you truly love to do. Things that you did when you were a child that you've forgotten about. Your passions, your creativity. You need energy for that. You need to feel good to be able to do that and to walk in your truest self. So, I'm not promising utopia and unicorn rainbows and all that sort of stuff. It's not obviously realistic, and I'm not saying you're not ever going to have bad times again, and yeah, not feel out of balance, because let's face it, we're human and it's part of life. But through my coaching program, you will actually have the tools to recognize those phases and implement changes really, really quickly, so those phases don't last as long. That's what I've certainly found for myself. When I'm feeling out of balance, I can recognize it quickly and I can turn it around quickly because I have the tools available to me to be able to do that. You are seriously ready to make changes that you know you need to make in your life to feel great again, to be able to do the things that is probably coming to your mind as you're listening to this video. Please contact me for a free health discovery session. It's free. As I said, there's no obligation. It just gives us an opportunity to talk about how I can maybe help you in your path to feeling fabulous again. So you get all the details on the website. If you visit www.soulfoodjourney.com, there's a health coaching page. All the links are there, or feel free to email me directly. It's lisa@soulfoodjourney.com. Most of my sessions are done via Skype. If you're in Bali at the moment, hey, we can do it face to face. But predominantly Skype is what we generally use, and clients all around the world, so Skype seems to work best. And yeah, the other thing I wanted to let you know about as well is the health retreats that I'm running now. Just launched them this year. First one is based here in the beautiful rice fields of Bali in Ubud, and it's a perfect way for you to kickstart, I guess, your journey back to health. So have a look at that. That's on the website as well, so you can just go to the page and run through it at your own pace and see what you think. But it is a perfect way if you're an all or nothing kind of person, like I am a little bit. Great way to kickstart your journey back to feeling wonderful again, because you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family, friends, to the planet to feel great again, and you can. So that's it from me. Hope you have a wonderful day. Wishing you all the best health and happiness in the world. And I hope I get to see you soon. Thank you.